Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirits, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, most amazing, beautiful viewers. And I am so grateful, so thrilled to have all of you guys here today. If you're returning to this channel, I'm so blessed, so grateful, and I love seeing you guys back here again. If you are new, welcome. I sure hope you stay and you guys are all very safe and welcome in this space with me today. Today's reading, I'm super excited to get into. We're looking at your destined future life partner. Who is this person? Who are you destined to be with? Now, as usual, you could certainly be tapping into your own energy, meaning this person is going to sound a lot like you. And this is coming from the perspective of how your person is going to see you. So that could be interesting, the circumstances around that and their own sort of point of view. Now, if you don't tap into your own energy, then this will be the person who you're either already connected with or that you will be meeting in the future. I don't know how the energy is going to show up, but this is your future destined person and the circumstances surrounding you guys coming together or meeting, or just this person in general and how they make themselves available to you, and vice versa. So if you do tap into your own energy, it could be that's the only pile for you. Only you can tell. There might be multiple piles for you, one with your energy, one with the other person's energy. So I do ask that you use your own intuition, what you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether the energy is the right pile for you. Only you can do that. I am solely reading energy, and because this is a collective reading, not everything is going to be exactly 100%. This is why it is important to just pick up the essence of the energy in that pile and apply that to your situation, but do not force anything to make it fit. All right. So I do want to make mention, I'm still doing the private reading giveaway, and it is absolutely free. You just have to be subscribed and comment on any one of my videos. And for this month, I will be also including the free pack, the Citadel A Fantasy Oracle pack, which is unused and absolutely beautiful. I have two. I do not need this one. Like I said, it is unused. I'll be sending this in to you free of charge. You just have to, like I said, be subscribed, comment on any one of my videos. And if you are selected for the free private reading and you are interested in this pack, I will send it to you. Absolutely easy to use if you're new or experienced reader for channeling. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this pack so much. So like I said, you just have to be subscribed, comment my videos, and you will be in the running. So 4 options, and these are the Lovers card from 4 different packs. Lean into whichever one is calling towards you. If it does not resonate, you aren't stuck to that pile. You can go ahead and pick a different one, okay? And find the one that speaks to you the most. And we'll look at that person, your destined person, and the circumstances around this person and you coming together. So option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4. I will put the timestamp in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It will take you directly to your pick, and I shall see you there. Hello, my gorgeous angels. You guys pick the Pulp Tarot. Absolutely beautiful. I love this tarot pack. And this is the Lovers card. I am putting it back in the tarot pack because what we'll be doing is using these cards for clarifiers. Although I have pre-shuffled the Oracle cards, I've not looked at them. And we're looking at your destined future soulmate, your life partner, who this person is, all about them, and then the circumstances around you guys coming together, meeting, and that sort of thing. Now, I am picking up from this pile that you guys are a fairly old soul. This is an old connection going back, and you guys might have very good classic taste, might be into a lot of classics, classic cars, classic music, classic clothing, very vintage in feel here. So this might be yeah, just the old soul pile is kind of what I'm picking up here from the energy in group number 1. So let's take a look at who this person is, your future destined soul partner and see what this is all about. Now I do have kind of two separate little groups going because there's a lot of cards, and we will see what we can fit here and channel as we go. All right, so we have the wolf. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen this one. We have the dolphin. The dolphin will gift you with rhythm and the breath of life. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the bear. We have romance. And we have the Maya, number 11. Look at that. And it says, allow past mistakes to help you see through all illusions so you can understand and act upon what you know is real and what is false. Beautiful. I'm going to keep it like this. And we have the heart with 31. Beautiful. We have a nest, and it looks like two people in a canoe, or yeah, rowing in a canoe. Okay. Beautiful pinks. And we have the archer, biding your time and planning ahead. And we have the musician, inspiration and gratitude. Beautiful. See the anchor here. Okay, and then we have scribe, light attribute, preserving knowledge and information, shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Okay, energy is coming through very strong already from the hop with this pile. And like I said, we will reveal these shortly and then pull a bit of tarot here. Now, if this sounds like your energy, then like predominantly you, then this is how your person will see you when you guys come into contact. So it could be coming certainly from your person's point of view. And this might be the only pile for you then. But either way, if you do come across your own energy, you can go check out another pile to see if your person's energy could be sitting somewhere else. Although this could be a future person, so it might be difficult to tell who this is because this is your future destined partner. Just use your intuition. What you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether this is indeed the message for you. All right? So what's going on here? I am getting for a lot of you guys, this person is, when you guys meet, okay, if you guys have not yet met, or if you guys will meet, that this person is involved with something else in their life. And for some of you guys, it could be another relationship, okay? But I do feel it is just an energy here of something else that this person is engaged with. I do feel this person is a family person, and I do feel as though they're quite their own unique person. This person's either a creative musician, artist, writer. They are certainly a creator here, and they do invest a lot of their energy in this sort of outlet, which is interesting because that was coming through my other reading. Now I am getting Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I'm also getting Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Sagittarius energy for this group. Okay, now I do feel as though there's a lot of healing that comes through in this connection for both you and this person. And I feel like this person is having to heal a part of themselves here that has nothing to do with you specifically, but a part in their life that they're having to really heal from. And I do feel like this person could certainly be somebody who is very strong-willed, strong-minded, and very kind of fixed in their ways. So it becomes very difficult for this person to sort of be flexible or open to all the changes here that they're needing to make. And I feel like it might take quite some time for this to come together. But once this person is seeing what it is that they need to see here in this connection, I feel like this person makes the commitment and makes the change here. And I do feel this person is quite focused. They are quite determined, but because of their stubborn way of being, I feel here, they generally tend to think they're usually right. Okay, they do their own thing. They're kind of independent, even if they might be in a family situation here. They're quite independent. They like their independence. They're very much a protector. Now, I am getting somebody who could be for some of you guys, very built, okay? Like someone quite like muscular, I guess, if you will, or husky, if you will. So in character, like in appearance, this person is somebody who appears very strong, but they're also very strong-minded as well, very determined. So I feel like this person's healing is going to take up a lot of the predominant energies here when you guys meet. And I do feel as though this is kind of the third energy I'm feeling here. So either they're, I don't know, in a connection here that they're really needing to understand the truth of what does true love for them mean, and connecting on a soul level, opening their heart space, bonding with another. And I think that for them, this connection is the first time this person can really tap into this heart space. So if they are in another connection, for them, it's very sort of life-changing that they haven't experienced this in their existing connection. And so to experience this with you gives them a sort of a realization here that I think might take this person a little bit of time to accept. And I do feel like they might try to hang on to or make work what it is that they're involved with. And I do feel it is out of a loyalty to a situation. So they might be committed to this other person or this situation. If it's not a person, because I don't feel that for a lot of you guys. For some of you guys, they might be very fixated and committed to their career and their hobby or what they're invested in here, but so much so that I think they're using it very much as a distraction here. And I feel like this person is very weighed down in life. And so their encounter with you is to open up their heart space so that they can learn about themselves. They can learn about love. They can learn about being nurtured. And I feel like this person is used to doing the nurturing as a protector type energy. So for them to be nurtured and loved, I think is something very different for this person, because I do feel this person likes to provide and likes to care. Now I am getting a split, sort of a divine masculine, divine feminine. So I don't know, this person could be very balanced when it comes to both their masculine and feminine energies, okay? Because I do feel like this person is very soft and receptive, but they also have this protective sort of quality about them. Very deep, deep, deep person, like emotionally deep, very compassionate here. And I feel like there's a poetic sort of energy coming through here with the scribe and these dolphins that they're able to tap into here. And I feel like this connection inspires this person even more so once they open up their heart space to create those lyrics or that sort of outlet that they use to create. They get very inspired here. Although I do feel as though this person does take some time to go through what they need to. And once they see through the illusion of their life, which is the false self, falls away. So this person might have a big identity, okay? Like a big identity. And if they're not like well known or in a community or observed, then for them, it's their friends and family under their own sort of understanding have a certain expectation or vision of this person that they maybe try to upkeep, or they've told themselves is who they are. And so to allow this to fall away and to see the true them, or to open up to the truth of who they are, is something that takes quite some time. So I do feel like this does take time to come together. And I don't feel like this person is very reactionary. So they like to make sure that before they make any moves in their life, that all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted, which I think does take some time, because I do feel like there's a lot going on in this person's life that they have to line up in order for them to make themselves available to this connection. So I don't think that the resistance here is something that lasts for very long once this person actually sees the truth of what this connection is about. But I do feel like it stirs up a lot of emotions for this person. But once this person taps into this, I feel like they do become very, very protective of this connection, and their commitment to sticking true to this connection is something very, very sacred and strong here, okay? But I do feel you fall in love with this person's romantic side. They're very much romantic, but at the same token, very independent, very free, very loving. They are very liberating here because they kind of like to do their own thing, and they have a lot of conviction, a lot of determination. They're not a wishy-washy person at all. Like, what they say, they mean, they do. And it is something beautiful, I think, here for you to see somebody who means what they say and has strong family values and strong brotherhood as well, or sisterhood to their friends or family. Very loyal, very dedicated, very trustworthy here, almost to their own detriment. I do feel like this person might have been put in situations with their friends or family where they've sacrificed themselves only to be sort of let down in the past. And I think there's a lot of hurts here, okay? And this is what this person is healing from, and learning to trust that not everyone will let them down, and they're not the ones that need to carry the whole sort of load of a relationship here, that there's an equal sort of partnership when you meet the right one. So I do feel there is a rebirth that happens here with this person, and it could be reflective with you as well. Reborn, shedding old parts of themselves, so their old identities. So there could be a spiritual awakening that happens in both of your guys' life, but for sure in this person's life, they become reborn here. So there might be a period of time where they go into isolation, hibernation, where they pull away. This could certainly be when you connect with this person, or right shortly after you connect with this person. So there's a period of time here where you might feel like things are too quiet or things have fallen off, and you might give up hope. And I feel like this allows you to the space to do your own healing. And I do feel there's a lot of mirroring and reflecting going on in this connection. So let's pull this, which is, or let's reveal these, which is more the circumstances around you guys meeting, and see what we see. So we see Saturn with the number 7. Saturn's the ruling planet for Capricorn and Aquarius. We have clock, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, and time to heal. Yes, this is definitely what I was saying here with biding your time, planning ahead. And we have the bear here, which is picking up the hibernation, but it's really the needing to release certain things here. We have not the right time, yes. And Saturn is also the timing card, because it is through dedication, resilience, that we accomplish what we need to, but we have to stay committed and dedicated. And I see the scythe, which to me is that death, okay? Like the Grim Reaper. It's like cutting off certain parts that no longer serve. And I was getting a lot from the skull with the rebirth. I feel like this person has to cut out a lot of ways of being in their life, okay? I'm also getting the balance with the black and white. So I feel the masculine, feminine again. And like I said, yeah, and even with this, so I'm picking up that this person is fairly balanced, but I'm also picking up when you and this person come together, it's like mirror opposites in a way that pulls you guys together. Like if they're quite masculine, they're not in the heavy distorted masculine energy. It's a healthy masculine energy, and you come in a healthy feminine energy, okay? And so together you guys have the perfect blend of masculine feminine energy, and I feel like this provides a perfect balance union between you and this person. But I do feel that this person has to work on releasing a lot in their life here, and like I said, it could certainly be mirrored between you and this person. So the beginning does seem like a challenge here, to really stick to and be resilient in the belief or dedication that this could come together. But there's a lot of healing that needs to sort of happen here. So divinely guided this is, although right initially when you meet is not going to be the right time. Reconsider. So I do feel as though this is speaking about this period of time where this person might be pulled away, or where they believe that they're involved in the right sort of relationship or thing, and you might be reconsidering this whole thing with this person. Like saying, well, if this person isn't committing to me, or they're kind of going down with their own ship, because I do feel with the anchor, they're very committed, very family orientated, or very much involved with whatever profession or creation or that energy that they're in, that they almost seem like that's where they want to commit to. That's what they want to dedicate themselves to, you know, come hell or high water. So I do feel there's a reconsideration here on your end about whether you should even entertain this person. Although I do feel as though this person also, once they have their heart space open, they reconsider everything that they've been involved with in their life, that they take a look at this connection from a different lens, one that isn't so 3D based, so they can make a heart decision that's very much spiritual, that's pulling them towards the greatest good for them. And I think they, upon reconsideration of this connection, they then make themselves available to really pursuing what's available here in this connection. And I do feel, like I said, once this person is made up their mind, it is very difficult to have this person change their mind. I do feel there's a stubborn streak through this person. They're very stubborn, or at least very fixed sort of once they make up their mind. Okay, but it's also sort of their Achilles heel, because this means they are very, very committed, come hell or high water, to their decisions, to commit themselves in difficult times. This person is very reliable. And we have the songbird, objectification, yearning, and feeling trapped. So what I'm getting, for some of you guys, this is getting a few messages. I feel like this person could have a beautiful voice, okay? So they could certainly be a musician, a singer, play music, or they could certainly be a speaker, somebody who has a lot of impact with their voice. So they could be, yeah, like just a public figure who communicates. But I do feel as though this person, when you meet them, they are very much in a feeling restricted in their life, okay? Like with this objectification, they could be a public figure that has to upkeep some sort of identity, or just in their life, like I said, their friends or family are perceiving them in one way, coming from this person's point of view, that they have to upkeep some sort of identity, which really restricts them from being free, really restricts them from like really like tapping into that heart space and having the freedom that I feel that they really want, that they feel from this connection. So when you meet this person, I feel like it takes them a while to see that they are caged up here by only their own belief structure and environment, that they have the freedom to break out of this. And I feel like this is what sort of illusion that they have to see past in order to set themselves free. Bell, signal, alarm, and celebration. Yeah, this is giving me this. So I feel like once this person sees clearly, once they understand clearly, it's like this focus that this person has, it's unwavering. Like they're not wishy-washy. It's as clear as a bell here. I feel like this person sees the light. And I feel like once they see the potential within this connection and what this means to them, I feel like there is a celebration of life here. Like I feel like this person is somebody here who could see the blessing in this connection. Now I am getting more sound here. So I do feel like this person, it's reaffirming this person, I don't know, could be a public reader, singer. But I do feel like there is groups of people here that I'm seeing. Some of you guys could certainly connect on a, like through a church or through like a spiritual group. This might be how you guys come together, or just your values in when it comes to spirituality, or your values when it comes to groups of people, like how you guys connect with people in your life, the values you guys carry when it comes to family and friends. But I am getting a church feeling here, or if it's not religion and spirituality and church and community, then I'm feeling through maybe schooling or education. Like you guys come from the same understanding of belief, like you guys come from the same sort of book, I guess, if you will, pages from the same book. Like your understanding of life and how things function is a lot in line with how this person also perceives life. So I think this is the bonding that you guys have between each other. Career, business success, advancement. I do feel for a lot of you guys, the third energy is this person's focus on their career. Now, if they are in a third party, even in this third party, I still feel this person is very strongly pulled to their career through this creative thing that they are involved with. I feel like there's a lot of inspiration this person has in creating something in this world, although I do feel like it could be a form of escape for this person, because they are feeling quite trapped in their own life here without maybe realizing how they're trapping themselves. So I do feel like there's a lot of focus on the career part of their life. And for a lot of you guys, it could be, like I said, that you guys meet through having the same sort of like belief system here. Like, I don't know, if let's say this person's background is in law or something, like you have also an understanding, a thorough understanding in law. Or if this person's a musician, then you have a thorough understanding of this. Or if they're like a public figure, you're also a public figure in your own right, doing your own thing. Like, I feel there's a connection here to your sort of your life actions, or your life, how you've built your life. And I feel like you guys connect on this level. So I have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So funny, we're doing sort of the destined soulmate reading. You don't have to believe in soulmates so much as the soul person, like your destined person. So this is confirming this reading that I'm doing, which is absolutely beautiful. And we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So it's funny we get soulmate twice here. I do feel this is definitely your soul person, which is what we wanted confirmation from spirit. But I feel like this is talking about this reconsideration. I feel like at some point you reconsider, is this person even the type of person that I'm willing to invest whatever you need to kind of do here in order for there to get you guys on track? Because I do feel like there is a sort of commitment you're having to make, but I feel like the commitment is in your belief. I feel like the commitment is in your faith. I feel like the commitment is in your trust that this is coming together, because I feel like the mind might creep in here and say, this isn't the type of situation that I was expecting a soulmate person to kind of unfold. So you're maybe expecting things to commit right away, or this person to be available right away, or that this person would be, I don't know, like whoever it is that you'd be involved with would unfold in sort of a different manner here. So when this unfolds differently, I feel Spirit's asking you to keep an open mind, that this is your soulmate person, although it might not be unfolding exactly as you would think. This person has certain things that they're needing to iron out, but at the same time, this is also you having to heal a lot. And I feel there's mirroring going on. So you might be dealing with your own sort of reflection of this. Like, I feel like this could certainly be your own story as well, you know, feeling sort of trapped in your own life and having your heart space open, and somebody who frees you to see the light, and that the time is not really right for both of you guys to come together right off the hop until there is sort of a meeting of soul and mind here that is divinely guided. So there is divine timing. Now, I was going to pull some tarot. I almost feel as though this is concluded, but I don't want to waste such a beautiful tarot pack here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull whatever comes out here to wrap this up. And if there's anything more we need to dig into, we will. So Spirit, thank you so much for this beautiful, beautiful message for Pile 1. Anything I'm missing, anything Pile 1 needs to know, thank you so much for this beautiful message. We are so blessed, and I'm so grateful to be here today. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of Pile 1. Anything we're missing at all, anything Pile 1 needs to know, any questions they might have regarding this future soul person, this destined partner. Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you so much, Pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm truly blessed. Thank you so much. I feel one more. And I feel it is right there. Okay, so let's take a look. We have the Ace of Swords. I'm going to read them as they come out. It is in reverse. And we have the Ace of Cups, and it is in reverse. Wow, wow, wow. 2 aces. And we have the 5 of Cups, and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so 2 cups, lots of love here. The fact that we have 2 aces, like we said, the rebirth. There was a rebirth, there was a new beginning, and there was a death. Okay, and I feel like the death here has to happen. And when I say death, it's like the release of things that no longer serve in the life. So identities, old partnerships, old mindsets. And so I feel like there's a need to start to see clearly. And like I said, because there's mirroring, I think this is happening on both sides. But the seeing clearly is seeing through an illusion. Okay, what is real, what is false? And sometimes what our mind sees and our eyes see, we might think is real, but the reality is that there is stuff we cannot see that is equally as real, okay, if not more real. And this is all in regards to heart-based consciousness. We have the heart here, so when we open up the heart space, we start to see things from our heart, okay, not from the mind. And that's very different, and it starts to lead us to our calling, to things that are actually really authentic to us, to our soul, not just who we were sort of conditioned to believe we are, or our indoctrination, our beliefs, and our upbringing, but our actual soul's purpose. So I feel like there's a soul purpose here you guys are coming together that you guys are going to see. But I feel at first there's a need to see clearly, because I feel like you guys are still wrapped up in parts of your life having to work your way through. And I feel like this is the opening of the heart space, okay? So I feel like both of you guys, this might be your first real true love here, okay? Like opening your heart space and having this experience where your heart opens up. And I feel like for this person as well, because I feel like prior to that, there might be a need for both of you guys to really tap into the heart space that I feel is closed. So how to love self, how to give unconditional love, how to love another from an open heart space without any expectation. But I feel like it's a new beginning in love, a new beginning in following your authenticity, speaking, walking, talking your truth, and seeing yourself for the very first time through the heart, and giving yourself sort of purpose for both of you guys. Now, I do feel like there is this sort of Five of Cups energy going on, because I feel if not this person, you certainly could be involved in another connection here. But it's the sorrow we feel when we have to part with certain parts of our life. This comes to me with the spiritual sort of awakening, when we start to see through illusions. It's mixed emotions here, because we have to release certain parts of our life that we might have been emotionally attached to at one point. So there's a lot of looking back in parts of our life. And so I feel like there's a lot of emotional sort of distress here when it comes to what you guys are dealing with. And so I feel like this is the healing that needs to happen prior to you guys coming together with the Two Cups here, is dealing with the third energies that are kind of involved. And I feel, again, a lot of mirroring coming through. So I feel like if this person is wrapped up in another connection and needing to solve and deal with that, I feel like you're having to wrap up another energy, either it be a relationship or a certain part of your life that has you absorbed into it. Now, you could certainly be moving along a lot faster than your person here at some point, because I feel like you make yourself sort of readily available energetically, although I think in a 3D world, in a practical world, I think things need to happen to align you guys, and both of you guys need to commit to and dedicate yourself to getting there, okay? So that your physical world is ready to be open, so that you guys can move forward. Now, both of you guys share the same passions. I think both of you guys are equally passionate about this connection, but I feel like the only way this can move forward is by the healing that takes place. And I think we cannot rush this. This is divine timing, is what's showing, okay? So, pile one. This is a beautiful reading. I do want to know who this resonated for, because it's absolutely beautiful. And if you were drawn to another pile, then I will see you there, although this sounded like mirroring. So this could be your energy and your person mixed, which is absolutely beautiful. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. You guys picked the Lovers from the Star Spinner Tarot. We'll be using the Star Spinner Tarot for clarifying some of this reading, although I don't know how much tarot we'll be using. Pile one we didn't use very much at all, but who knows? I don't know what will come up. So this is the pack that you guys picked. I will put this Lovers card back, although I do want to make mention before we get into this reading that I do feel as though with this connection here, your destined future soul partner, that you guys are very, 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 very similar. Okay, now for some of you guys, I am getting same sex, only for those of you guys who obviously resonate with that. But if it isn't physical same sex, it's this person does mirror a lot of the same sort of energy. So if you're divine feminine, this person is also very strong in their divine feminine qualities. Okay. And if you're quite masculine, this person is also quite masculine, I feel here. And so you guys are very, very, very similar, I feel, and bring out this sort of support within each other. So before I pull the tarot or any of that, we have pre-shuffled oracle cards. I have not looked at these cards, and what we're going to do is take a look at who this person is, your future destined partner, soulmates, this person who you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with here, and see who they are, and then the circumstances around you guys meeting, connecting, how you guys come together. And only you can sort of tap into whether you resonate with this. So I do ask that you, because this could be a future person, that you come up with something you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether this is indeed your pile or your message. Okay, only you can do that. I'm just reading energy. And if this sounds like you, this person that I'm about to tap into here, then it could certainly be your energy and how your person feels connecting with you and how they perceive you. So that's quite an interesting sort of perspective and the circumstances around you guys coming together from this person's point of view. And if that's the case, your person's pile could be in another pile, or this could just be the messaging for you today, and that's absolutely fine. All right, so let's take a look. So we have the Jester. Very funny, very cute, very sneaky. All right, so what else do we have? We have the Eccentric. Look at that. Now, also for this pile, things were wanting to come in twos as well. So I do feel, again, with the card with the Lovers, like I was picking up, you guys are very, very similar. Like I feel like there's, I'm almost hearing like connected at the hip, which sounds very funny. Okay, so the Kangaroo will help you to nurture your talents. Beautiful. And look at this, connected at the hip. We have the baby Joey here in the pouch. I feel instantly there's like a instant not wanting to part here is kind of what I feel. The Peacock will give you poise and pride. So a bit of ego coming through with that one. And we have Priest, light attributes, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Shadow attributes, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. We have the Miser, stubbornness and inflexibility. And we have 70, or the number 7 with the thread. And we also have 48 with the Game Changer. Wow, beautiful. Giving me Art Deco, 1930s, 1920s energy here. Flapper, Great Gatsby era. That's quite cool. The Game Changer, how confident you feel about magic and change. Especially your ability to magically change yourself and your situation is crucial. Magic. We have the Jester, which is giving me Magician. And we have Begin with this beautiful starburst. I'm getting Aquarius energy. I'm also getting some Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. I'm also getting some Leo and Aries coming through here. A little bit of Scorpio I'm feeling as well. And we have Wolf. Interesting. Wolf came out in pile 1, although it was in one of these archetype cards, not in this shadow pack, but we have the Wolf. Okay, so let me tap into this and see what comes through. Like I said, if it sounds like your energy, then your person could be in a different pile here, although this might be how you and your person come together based on your energy. Okay, this is so funny. It's making me smile. I think this person is hilarious, and I think you probably can't stop smiling the way I'm smiling right now. I think this person's really funny, okay? And I think even when they're not trying to be funny, this person is funny, and they have a very unique way of doing things, which I think you find very amusing, but it's also very much different. That makes you see this person from a complete different lens. It makes you really appreciate how this person thinks. They're very outside the box thinker, but they're also very funny. And I think, you know, I don't think that they're like a comedian that they go out of their way to try to make people laugh. I just think this person's mind comes up with things that see things from such a unique perspective that they understand life. And so when they point something out, it is very true. I feel you feel is very true, like they understand life, so they can point out these subtle things that most people miss that have a lot of truths to it. I do feel like this person is probably going to pretend as though they are nonchalant when it comes to this connection. They're going to pretend it doesn't impact them as much. They're going to distract themselves, although I feel this person wants to be beside you a lot. So they will make every effort to come to you and to make sure you are not losing track or sight of this person. I think they want to be in your vision. So if this person can get in front of you and pretend as though they don't see you, or pretend as though they haven't tried to get your attention, this is what this person is going to do. Now, I don't feel as though this person is trying to trick you so much as I think this person wants to feel confident that you have feelings for them the same way they have feelings for you. Because I think this person, when they fall for you, it's quite hard. And I feel like this person might be the type of person who generally allows their feelings to kind of take them to deep places. But I do feel like this person might have been hurt in the past by giving too much or feeling too deeply and then being disappointed. And I feel like this might be a pattern for this person, that they have a big heart, that they want to give love, and that they want to connect very deep. And maybe people might find it, I don't know, odd, clingy, or I don't feel this person is clingy, but I feel like this person has fear that they might become somebody who is dependent in a way that might turn you off, or that they might fear wanting to be with you more than maybe they should, or they don't want to fear, like, get you to, I don't know, fear them in any sort of way. So I do feel like this person is very concerned with how you see them. Although I don't feel as though this person is too concerned with their image so much per se, in the world, because I do feel like this person kind of does their own thing and they really don't care about being perceived to look foolish, because I feel like this person is very intelligent. So I do feel like this person feels like the joke's on the world mostly, and if they look foolish, then it could be that people don't really understand intellectual concepts. But I do feel there's a part of this person that is a bit in ego when it comes to this connection, because they don't want to appear clingy. But I do feel like this person wants to be sort of coddled. I feel like this person wants to be nurtured. I feel like this person wants affection. Although I feel like this person might not come out and say it, I do feel like this person wants to be, just really love deeply. I do feel a loyalty from this person, but I feel like this person doesn't come outright and express themselves that they, are, I don't know exactly what it is they're willing to commit or dedicate themselves to right from the initial get-go of this connection. Okay, and so I do feel as though with this person there might be a parent-child type connection, although I don't feel as the codependency in that way. But I feel like this person might be one who can easily kind of wander, get themselves into trouble in some way. And I don't mean like, criminally or anything like that, but just they kind of wander into places because they are very curious, adventurous, different. And so I feel like you might be the more responsible one here, okay, to kind of keep this person grounded, to kind of say, hey, like, did you consider that this might happen when that happens? And so I do feel like you are sort of this person's sort of safe place. Like they feel a very protective energy from you, almost like a mother energy coming from you. Okay, someone who can sort of watch out for this person, because this person might go wandering off and doing things here that might get them into situations here that's they can't really undo themselves from. I do feel this is a spiritual connection, okay? So I feel like this person is highly spiritual, whether they know it or not. I think energetically you guys connect on a very spiritual sort of deep place, okay? And I do feel as though it's an instant chemistry on both sides, like an instant attraction here. I think both of you guys are instantly pulled, and it could be because of the spiritual energy that's going through here. And I do feel as though this person, because they're used to not really giving a shit, is kind of what I feel here. The fact that they do give a shit here and it starts to make them second guess. So I feel like the confidence here is a little wobbly when it comes to you. They're not quite sure because I don't think they've met somebody who's of your caliber, or at least that's made them feel like they need to be cautious, or that they need to reconsider how they act or what they do. So now they're second guessing how they act and what they do. And so I feel like this gives them sort of I don't know, like cold feet, or they second guess. And so it takes a while for this person just to be themselves and allow themselves to let this connection sort of happen. And I feel like there's very intense energy that happens when you guys are together. So it's difficult to maintain, to be cool. Okay. And I do feel as though there might be a streak in this person here, because it comes with their unique perspective that sometimes you guys might not see eye to eye, because you guys are very similar for the most part. When you guys don't or don't agree on something here, I think it causes sometimes conflict. Okay, like if there's certain things you guys don't agree on, I feel like then there's conflict. And so you might be very fixed in your belief, and this person might be very fixed in their belief. And so it's almost like an unwavering of meeting on a middle ground. So I think that's the challenge, is how do you meet this person on a middle ground? And they have to kind of do the same, because I feel like for the most part, you guys are on the same page. You guys connect and understand each other very, very intimately and deeply, almost without words. I feel like maybe you guys feel almost like you guys are exactly from the same soul tribe. There's a lot of unspoken understanding between you and this person right from the initial get-go. In fact, I don't feel there's a lot of words. I feel like this person doesn't say a whole lot to you. I don't feel like there's a whole bunch of communication, especially at first here. And so there's a lot of just energetic understanding. But I feel as though this could be the type of relationship that, because of the fact that there's a lot of more spiritual energy and having to understand, that there's also a lot of periods of doubt here when it comes to you understanding whether this person is interested, or whether this is something that is for the long haul. Or there's a lot of confusion here as well, because I think there needs to be open dialogue, but this person might let their own fear and their own lack of confidence when it comes to how they appear here get in the way. And sometimes this person might go against their better judgment and do things that make you feel like this person isn't interested, or just doesn't care, or does something foolish that might feel like a sabotage. But I feel this is early on, because I do feel like this person might just not know, how to be confident. And so they sabotage. And I don't think this person feels like you're, I don't know, like you're almost too good for this person in a way that has them feeling like, well, it doesn't really matter how I show up, because it's probably never going to happen, or pile two is never really going to see me the way I see them, or want to be with me the way I do. So I might as well just, I don't know, like be a jerk in some way. But I don't feel like they're hurtful. Okay, so if this is someone hurtful, it's certainly not this person. They're not like rude to you, but I feel like they do things here that might seem inconsiderate. They might do things here that, I don't know, and sometimes they could be a little bit of a prankster here, and with other people or whatever, but that's just their nature. So I do feel like there's a point in this connection, or I think there's something you guys don't see eye to eye on. And I feel like this might be where you guys might feel as though you guys are not coming together, or that things are very thin, or that you guys might be parting in some way. And I think a miracle does happen here in this connection, that I think just when you think maybe this is it, or you guys can't see eye to eye, or there's no overcoming a certain situation, I don't know what it is. Sorry, I just gotta blow my nose. That I feel there's a giving up maybe, or like you believing, well, I guess this is it. Like this is a deal breaker here, whatever this thing is. And it actually isn't. I think you guys overcome this. And the fact that you guys overcome this thing, I don't know what it is. I don't know, maybe it's something big enough where it's like, geographically, one person wants to live out east and one person wants to live out west. Let's just say this is an example. And you're very, very, very fixated on that, because you have family there, or a vision of retirement, or whatever the thing is. It's like, how do you overcome that? It's like, you don't want your person to give up on their dream, and they certainly don't want you to give up on yours in some way. So I feel like there's this almost surmountable thing, but I feel like with this game changer and the ability to magically change yourself, and the situation is crucial, I feel like there's a way you guys overcome this, and the fact that you guys overcome this only strengthens this connection. And I feel like there's a lot of spiritual intervention here, okay? And I feel like at this point in time, it's when this connection actually takes off. Like I feel like then it actually happens, because I feel like both of you guys compromise, but I feel like there's a compromise here where someone who was inflexible, or where both of you guys were being stubborn, and now there's sort of seeing eye to eye or compromise. And so I feel like this is where you would actually say this connection actually started, okay? Where if this person was acting disinterested, or just acting in a certain aloof way, or not taking this connection serious, because I feel like this person could be just doesn't take connections seriously and has never really taken it. So to take this connection serious for them is a big step here. So they let go of any sort of issues that they might have had with their confidence, and they kind of see this connection differently. And so I feel like overcoming this almost surmountable situation is what kind of triggers you guys to come together here. Okay, I do feel as though with this person, they have a tendency to carry a lot of pain without communication. Okay, and so I feel like it's because this person is very sort of lighthearted. They like to keep things light. They don't like to be very heavy. They like to give off the persona like that life is light, like things aren't very deep or heavy here. So when something is hurtful or painful or deep, this person kind of carries it on their own, and so they might suffer in silence. And so this is a tendency that this person does. And so I feel like your nurturing of just being around this person, okay, is very motherly, whether you're masculine or feminine. I just feel like this person feels very safe in your presence to allow themselves to release any sort of dark pain that they might be carrying through unspoken energy, or just you make this person feel safe. Okay, so beautiful energy. I'm going to see the circumstances around you guys kind of coming together, although some of it did come through here. We'll see what more we get here with this oracle. So we have Mars. Yes, this is Aries energy. Also Scorpio, which I was feeling. It's a ruling planet for that. Talking, interested, conversing more. Awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, and hoovering. We have opportunity. And we have trust. And we have letter, news, resolution, and communication. Interesting, because we had talking here. Okay. Let me see what this says. It says a whole bunch of gibberish. Yeah, I can't make out what that says. But anyway, we have an ink pot here with letter. And then we have a file with mystery, strangeness, and transformation. This is funny because I was getting that with the eccentric, the strangeness. It's like this person is very, very unique here. I'm feeling heavy Aquarius energy, and also Pisces energy. Yeah. And it's funny because we have the intuitive eye closed and open. I feel as though what's coming through before I lay out these, it's like, I feel like sometimes you feel like this person and you are on the same page and that you understand them. And then all of a sudden I feel like this person acts completely clueless. I think this is part of them, maybe their protective mechanism in some way. It's like they might open up. And so you feel like, okay, this person obviously does like me or have feelings. And then this person maybe a bit later will just act as though they're disinterested, or that there was nothing sort of there in some way. So I think it makes you second guess whether there's something here, but this is this person's way, although they always want to be near or around you, this person's way of coping with trying to deal with potentially them having feelings for you, and them not trusting that you're sort of feeling what they're feeling. And even if you're open about it, this person might have a difficult time accepting that someone else can feel for them in this sort of way. And so we have veil, the beyond, esoterica, and subconscious. That was that high priestess energy with the Pisces. I was picking up the intuitive eye. yeah, it's like you have to trust almost blindly this person's feelings through this energetic sort of spiritual unspoken bond I'm feeling here with this veil. But I feel like there's lots going on in the subconscious, lots going on very deep. But with Mars, this is all about being assertive, the confidence to take action, to speak up. I feel like this person doesn't really speak up very much. Soulmate, this is so beautiful because soulmates came out for pile 1 in a different oracle pack, but the fact we're doing soulmate reading or soul person reading, this coming out, confirming. Spirit, thank you so much. It's beautiful. So great connection and relationship. Yeah, this is your soul person here coming through a balance, and I feel like energetically there's recognition here instantaneously, the passion is instantaneous. And look at this hand is grabbing onto this ball of fire here, or fire, I guess, energy. It's so powerful here. Like I think it really motivates and moves this person, this connection. Your energy in this person's world sort of motivates and moves this person forward, because I feel like this person might not be very, I don't think they take life too serious, they don't sort of fret the small stuff. I feel like this person could just be somebody who's just kind of going along life, and there's really no need to be very, I don't know, like planned in some way here. And I feel like this connection gives this person purpose, makes them feel like they want to take action. They want to create something, home, property, real estate, and residence. So this to me gives me 4 of Wands energy, okay, with the home. This is a sense of community coming together, safety, stability, security. I feel like these are the things that you can certainly have with this person, though. Although I feel like to come to this point, this person gives you the on again, off again feeling like, can I get this security with this person if they're kind of not, if they're on one moment and off the next? Like there's a lot of mystery here. There's a lot of strange behavior that doesn't make a lot of sense. But with the transformation, I do feel like this person is slowly transforming. Although with the veil, I don't think you see exactly, right from the hop, because this person has a difficult time trusting in their own sort of judgment and confidence and communicating here. But I feel like once they communicate how they're feeling, once they communicate what they feel about security, stability, and planting sort of their home roots, then I feel like things can move here in this direction. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And we have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I do get from honeymoon, like there's so much passion. Okay, so much passion here. I feel like it's very intense, very strong. And I feel like this might spook this person, because I feel like there's always this passion here that doesn't seem to die out. I think it's very intense, and this person takes a while to kind of get used to the intensity of this connection, because there's instant attraction here. I do feel that like there might be some distance or disagreement on location of, I don't know if it's how you guys come together. Maybe this person doesn't feel like, I don't know, like having a family right away or committing instantaneously is sort of the right time for them. And so this might make you question this person. Like I feel like there's something you can't overcome, or at least you guys both are very fixed, which won't allow there to be the security or the stability right off the hop here. But I feel like Spirit is saying there's working through this. Okay, there's understanding, there's opportunity, but how do we solidify? How do we come together? How do we build that family and that security and that stability, which I feel you want? And I feel like this person also wants, but is needing to get there. They're very much the type of person who has to get there on their own accord, so that they understand that this is something that they're wanting for the long term. And then I feel they are highly, highly committed here, but they're not the type of person that is just going to jump at anything here, because I do feel like this person's lived their life fairly just different, like this isn't the type of person that just says, okay, like house, white picket fence, kids, family, and that's it. So like this person has an identity of being, which is truly them. But I feel like this connection then comes along and makes them really question, like, yeah, maybe I do want to go after it, go after the family life, or I do want to make something here different than just what I've been kind of squandering my energy on, because I do feel like this person might be a little bit of a squander of energy, but that's just them. They're lighthearted in some way here, wandering around in some way. So it takes a while for this person to be completely upfront and honest, but I don't feel like they're lying so much as they might not be trusting themselves to communicate how they feel off the hop, because they don't trust their own feelings. Okay, and then there's this overcoming this one sort of obstacle, and I feel as though it's the obstacle of finding security, commitment in this connection between you and this person early on, because I feel like this person is not quite ready because of needing to learn a little bit more about self. So I am going to pull some tarot, just anything I've missed, Spirit, for beautiful pile number 2. Clear and concise message for beautiful pile 2. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm truly blessed. Thank you so much. We have 4 cups. Yeah, it's like this person acts disinterested in some way. Although I'm getting, no, this is 9 cups. This is about self-satisfaction. I was getting the pretending like they were disinterested. Although 9 cups is also about self and self-emotional fulfillment. This could certainly be somebody who's only really cared about self, you know, like cared about making themselves happy in some way and not really needing anyone. Like this is the independent card, and I feel like this person's only really had to care about self. And I do feel as though this doesn't make them readily able to understand how to give in a connection or to another here, or what it is that they need to do or be in order to make things sort of happen. And so I feel like there is a little bit of doubt when it comes to you, because I think you can't quite see. And it's because this person can't quite understand or see what the truth of the matter is here, you know. And the truth is that they have to allow themselves to feel, and that there's a lot going on in the subconscious here. You might find this person, for some of you guys, you might find them initially to seem as though they're selfish, you know, but I don't think this is the case. You know, and you might think, well, they're selfish or they're egotistical or they're only thinking about themselves in some way. But I feel like this person is really concerned with what you think, and they want to appear kind of nonchalant. They kind of want to appear like it's not really impacting them as much as it really is, because I do feel like this is a big deal for this person. And some of them might feel it's such a big deal here that there's no way that this could happen for them anyway. So some of them, I feel like there's this kind of, why even make a big deal or try here if I'm not going to be successful anyway, because there's a lack of confidence. So what do we have? 4 of Cups. Yeah, so funny. This is the boredom card, you know, despondent. This is the energy I was feeling, and I thought this was the 4 of Cups. It's funny how this was right beside it, but it was in reverse, because this is saying like, no, it's not that they're disinterested. This is also my unrequited love, you know, someone who's just like, nah, I'm not really interested, and focused on sort of what's not going to work and what's broken in their life, or what can't come together in their life or in this connection, but is in reverse, because I feel like initially this person is looking at all the things that could go wrong. Like, okay, pile 2's probably just going to leave me, or probably won't find me as someone who sees me as someone who's a source of emotional fulfillment, you know, or I can never really give to pile number 2 in a way that's going to make them feel, I don't know, the way that's as deeply as I feel in some way here. So I think that initially there's this 4 of Cups energy that quickly, once they connect to their confidence, once they connect to it's not really about them, they come out of this state. And I feel like this is when this connection sort of allows things to flow. And this could be the difficult thing that I'm talking about to overcome. It could certainly just be this person's confidence and their inability to commit because of the fact that they were 4 cups on the exterior, but lots going on in the subconscious here that they're needing to really resolve. And I think intuitively there's an understanding here, but I feel like this person has to take some time to transform and really tap into this part of themselves that they might be denying or suppressing, or just they don't speak that language because it's foreign to them. Okay, tapping into intuition might be a little foreign to this person at some point in this regard, because I don't feel this person's been in connection like this so much. So I don't think they find it familiar, this feeling. We got the Knight of Wands. This is the passion again. I'm getting Aquarius from the wand. Yeah, Knight of Wands energy. Very quick, passionate, excitable. Like this person is definitely a fire energy, I feel here, because they are very passionate. Okay, so fire is Aries, Leo, Sag. No, that doesn't have to be their sun sign so much as their energy. I feel like this person is quite like an inspiration in some way, because I feel like this person has a way of going about life here that's full of zest. Okay, because they could do the most mundane thing here in a very unique way. Although, like I said, I don't feel as though this person had a long vision or long game, you know, because I think they're used to just kind of flying by the seat of their pants, living life kind of in the moment, which there's nothing wrong with it. But I almost feel like when you meet this person, it's like going from adolescence in some way to adulthood. And I don't know that this person is used to adulthood. I think they're used to adolescence. Now, I'm not saying they're immature so much as their energy is one that's used to the lifestyle of someone who has really no commitment to something that they have to sort of work on here, because it's very much, yeah, doing whatever feels good in the moment for them, you know, like, yeah, this person could be somebody who just likes to immediately sort of gratify themselves in some way in their life, because this is what they're used to, and there's really no need for them to think of some sort of long-term deep connection if it wasn't around them. And here we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, because I feel as though the potential of a happily ever after, of coming together, 10 of Cups with you and this person, is what is up for grabs. And I feel like this person takes some time to graduate from one mindset to this mindset, which is a difficult sort of bridge for this person to cross. Nothing to do with you so much as this person's energy. And I think this is a big obstacle here, because I think you want more certainty. And I think despite, you know, both of you guys feeling all this passion and stuff, there has to be some form of security here, or commitment, that I feel like takes a while to come. And you certainly don't see this right away. And that's because this person takes some time to come out of this lack of confidence energy, this 4 of Cups sort of facade. Yeah, Emperor in reverse. So Aries energy, divine masculine. I feel like this person, I am feeling a divine masculine energy here, okay, with this Mars also Aries strong. I feel like you want potentially this person to just conquer this connection and go after it and become like this father energy, you know, like stand up, fight for the connection, bring order, know what they want, have the confidence. And I think with this Emperor in the shadow attribute, it's like they lack the confidence in themselves in this connection. Although I do feel this person is quite confident in themselves. Like I feel like this person doesn't really give a shit about what people think or how they appear. They really don't, you know, and so this becomes very interesting dynamic, because in this case, it's like they don't feel they're good enough or capable enough, or seeing you as someone who might value family structure and home and long term, you know, and this person kind of being someone who's more in the moment, jokester and adolescence type energy and immediate gratification. And then they have to sort of change overnight, which isn't really what they're used to. Although I do feel this person does want to do this for you, and I feel they do, because they see this 10 of Cups. And this is what I feel is what they have to sort of overcome here in this connection when meeting you, when coming together with you. Although I do feel as though this is kind of the hang up that you guys have to kind of bridge eye to eye, because I do feel like there is this stubbornness and this inflexibility, you wanting what you want, you know, like I want to know the future. I want to know that we can come together. I want to know that we can rely on each other. I want to know where we're going to live, or how we're going to build this family, or how I could depend on you, or that you're serious about relationship. And this person's like, yeah, we'll see what happens here, you know, and you're like, well, that's not the right attitude. I don't want to deal with someone who is kind of in that mindset, although deep down this person is really thinking like, what if I'm incapable of being a provider in the aspect that pile number 2 needs me to be? I don't trust in myself. So how could pile 2 trust that I could do this? And so I feel like the confidence here isn't something they communicate readily, but I feel like once they start to converse more with you and open up, I think you guys start to find this resolution. But it's once this person opens up a bit more, and starts talking to you and trusting you, because I feel this person, again, suffers in silence, doubts themselves in silence, and they don't want to say, hey, I doubt my capability, because I feel like this person, you know, wants to be perceived in a certain way by you, that like someone who is a provider, confident, masculine energy, but inside there might be an adolescent here who isn't quite sure about that sort of established, more mature sort of energy that they're needing to encompass here if they want to take part of a deeper sort of relationship. But I feel like both of you guys connect here energetically, no matter where you guys are here in the world. I feel like there is a very strong pull and a very, 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 very strong passion between the both of you guys energetically that I feel goes on forever. Like I feel like this is something that it constantly feels like a honeymoon between you and this person, even when you guys are together years out. So this is your destined partner. This is a person you're destined to sort of be with, whether you're with them or not, or you're about to meet this person or not. Hopefully this gave you an indication of who this person is. And if this sounded more like your energy, then you might want to go check out another pile. I love you guys very, very much, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful, gorgeous pile number 3. You guys picked the Primordial Tarot Lovers, okay? And this is the pack right here, which we'll be using as clarifiers, although I don't know how much tarot we'll be using because we didn't need so much in the other one. But I am picking up an energy here. But before I get into this, I'm going to open my window because it is very hot in here. I'll be 2 seconds. All right, beautiful pile 3. Sorry, I guess I should have done that before I started recording, but so beautiful energy. What I'm getting from this before we look at the oracle cards, I do feel as though this is a very real connection, like very, very real. And I feel like this person is somebody who is very, very down to earth. But I do feel as though this person could be very much rough around the edges. Okay, and they could just say things how it is, and sometimes maybe they could be quite blunt in their communication or how they communicate, which could be, yeah, just very rough around the edges. So some people might take this person, or they might rub people the wrong way, because I feel this person is very genuine. I feel like this person is very much authentic, and I feel like this person is a very hard worker. Okay, like everything that they've attained, I feel like has been by their own accord. I feel like this person is very good with their hands. They could build things either, I don't know, like with wood or concrete or little jewels. I don't know, with their hands, okay? Precision or big things. But I feel like with their hands, they're very capable. So I'm going to put this Lovers back here. Lots came through with that card. Now, what I want to say, I'll put this over here, is that we are looking at your destined future soulmate person, or your soul destined person you're supposed to be with here. And either you might have already met this person, or this could be somebody coming in. So we'll look at the circumstances around how you guys come together and who this person is. And if this sounds like your energy, then this could be coming from your person's sort of point of view, how they come to know you, how you guys come together. And so that might be information in itself, so that you can see from your person's point of view. Although if that's the case, then your person's energy could be in another pile, okay? Because sometimes that happens here, or it could just be this one pile. So pick something you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether this is your reading. Because this could be someone in the future, and I can't tell you whether this is your pile or not. Only you can do that. I am solely reading the energy through here, okay? So let's take a look at who this person is. We have intimate. Look at that. Wow. And we have the deer will teach you gentleness. Aw, beautiful. Almost thought that said greatness. And we have house cat. And we have movement, Aquarius energy coming through, also Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I'm also feeling divine feminine energy here. It doesn't have to be this person's divine feminine, but that's Taurus and Libra energy coming through. The Worrier with 51. The Worrier. Know that you have the power to defeat negative thinking. Learn to understand and cope with your greatest enemy, your own fear. Wow. Okay. And then we have Mother. Light attributes. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life, and the shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. And we have the Warrior, which is so interesting because normally when I see the Worrier, I always feel I'm saying the Warrior. The Worrier and the Warrior. Perfectionism and burnout. Look at that. Shield. Okay. This energy is coming through very, very strong. Agape. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 72, or the number 9. 9 coming through. That is Hermit energy in the tarot, which is Virgo energy that's coming through. Quite strong here. And yeah, Agape is beautiful energy. And we have the Messenger. Look at that. 38. Or the number 11. 11 is a master number. Divine inspiration. Synchronicity. And 11 is the encouragement to keep going. Beautiful wings on the hat. It says, the messenger, make sure that what is being said is what is being heard. The same words and messages can often mean different things to different people. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, this is coming through very strong. Now, if this is your energy, your person, like I said, could be in another pile here, or it could be how your person is going to perceive you when you guys come together. Okay, we'll get into how you guys kind of come together here. Some of it might come through here, but this is more of this person's sort of attributes or who this person is. So I am feeling a divine feminine energy coming through here quite strong. Like I feel like this person is a nurturer. I feel like this person wants to give you nurturing. I feel like this person is somebody who teaches you about unconditional love and how to give unconditionally. I do feel like there's a side of this person that is needing a lot of healing here, maybe when you and this person kind of come together, and it's really within themselves, because I feel like this person might not know how to give themselves the same nurturing that they give others. This person could be a parent, like have a child already when you meet this person. Okay, doesn't have to be for all of you guys, but for some of you guys, this person, or they're just a natural mother. Like this is someone who you could see yourself having a child with, who you could see their parental sort of tendencies with them. Now, this doesn't have to be born female, but we all carry masculine, feminine energy. I do feel this person has a feminine energy, divine feminine, very beautiful, very graceful here. So I feel like the biggest fear this person, or the biggest challenge this person has, is overcoming their own fears within themselves, because I feel like this person pushes themselves a lot. And I feel like when you meet this person, they could have multiple jobs or be involved in multiple things and stretched and pulled beyond their capacity. So I do feel like this person is either on the point of some sort of breakdown, or just you don't know how this person doesn't break down, because I feel like this person is pulled beyond their capacity. I feel like they have a lot going on. Like this person is used to it, though. I do feel like this person isn't happy unless they have their hands in multiple things here. So this could be someone who has multiple jobs and multiple side hustles and a family and an extracurricular activity and be going to school. That type of person, okay? Like a lot. And so I feel like there's, you really admire this person's sort of energy. But I do feel like this person, yeah, it's like they're taking a beating. I feel out there in the world, or at least this is how you kind of feel when you come across this person. It's like this person doesn't really have a safe place to be nurtured themselves, you know? And so I feel like you feel almost like this person is, I don't know, like out there to get a beating from the world in some way, or being pulled to all of this stuff here. And you want to nurture this person. You want to be there for this person. You want to be able to give this person sort of a safe place for them to allow themselves to just kind of be, because I feel like this person is, like I said, giving to a lot of other people. So I feel like when you meet this person, either before, right before you meet this person, or during, that this person is going through a massive transformation about how to feed themselves, how to give themselves love. Now, I feel like you feel absolutely breathtaken by this person. Like this person just absolutely seems unworldly to you, like almost angelic. I feel like you feel this person's like a gift from God. And I think this person acts in certain ways that I feel is almost unbelievable to you, that you're thinking like, is this person for real? Are there actually people who are this selfless, or who are capable of managing all of this, or who are this successful and also this gentle and also this genuine, and still be able to be this type of a gentle soul that is honest and respectable and stand up? Because I feel like you feel this, you could always rely on this person. Although I do feel like there's a side of this person that might be a little bit, not necessarily shy, but hesitant when it comes to certain aspect of themselves, because I feel like this person might have had to learn the hard way to who they can trust. And so I feel like this person might be a little bit unsure about whether they can trust you at first, because I feel like this person isn't sure. Like they're not quite sure if you're the type of person that they want to welcome into their life. And so I feel like this might be an on again, off again type connection, or at least this person might be testing the waters with you at first. Like they might give you a chance, then they might say, I don't know about you so much, or I don't have the time, or I'm kind of busy in other things right now, or maybe once I'm kind of done this, or like you just feel like this person always has something on the go, that it's not necessarily that they're putting you on the back burner so much as you feel like there's certain things this person is dealing with, and so you might feel as though you don't want to pressure them to make a decision, to have to sort of fully commit here. But I feel like this person is hesitant about you. They don't know about you so much. They're not quite sure. And so I feel like there's a lot of observing, and this might take some time, and this might take a lot of testing the waters. So I feel like there is a back and forth energy, coming and going, or seeing and then not sure, and then not seeing and then not sure. And I feel like the not sure is something within them that I feel like they need to overcome, and it's their trust, because I feel like this person might have been burnt, and I feel like there's fear that they have. And what if I trust pile number 3, and then all of a sudden they aren't there to do what they're supposed to do? I can't carry another sort of challenge or burden or something else here in my life because I'm carrying a very heavy load here. I feel like this person is the type of person, though, that once they open up, they can get quite deep, and I feel like there is no limit to how deep this person gets. I feel like this person will probably share with you some very intimate things, and probably take you aback by some things that they tell you that they've experienced, or that, I don't know, like maybe how you make them feel in some way. But I feel like it's mostly them sharing with you very intimate things that I don't think that they've shared with other people. And I feel like they want to have that comfort with you, but I think there's an uncertainty about whether to trust you, or whether they can open up in this way. Although I do feel they do at some point, when they earn your trust, or when they feel they can trust you, I guess. But I feel like there is a shield, a guard that comes up, and it's off and on, because I feel like this person's an all or nothing. And sometimes they're very guarded, because I feel like they have a lot in their life that maybe they need to protect themselves, or their life. They need to protect their life from people in general, not just you, but things going on in their life. And so to get involved might be a big deal for them, so they're not sure. But I do feel there's sort of a guard that comes up, and then once their guard is down, which, like I said, they're very on or off, very black or white. Once this guard is down, there are no holds barred. They're quite open. And I feel like this person says things very, that could be hurtful, but I don't feel this person is trying to hurt. I feel like this person is just very honest, and I was picking up that from the Lovers. I feel like there's something very raw, very natural, very genuine, and very natural from this person, and so when they say something, it just kind of comes out. So I think this person is, again, the bluntness coming through. Like they'll say something, and then after the fact, they might realize, ooh, was that too much? Like some people might find this person a little too much, but I feel like the too muchness here is what's pushed this person to achieve all of these things, because I think this person doesn't understand their limit. I don't think they have a limit, although I do feel like their biggest challenge is from within, because I feel like there is some sort of fear here in being reciprocated back to them, the sort of energy that they give out to the world. So I feel like this person needs to know that they are loved and appreciated and can have the same love and appreciation back to them that they put out. So I am feeling this person could be involved in a service of giving. So either they're a nurse or a practitioner in some sort of field here. They could be a spiritual teacher. They could be a provider of service to help heal people. And I feel like this person communicates with people in this way. But I feel like this person might say things to you that you don't understand necessarily. And so I feel like there might be a disconnect initially when understanding who this person is. But I feel like a lot of what this person says is very deep and very profound, that I think it might take a while for you guys to really then sort of understand each other, or who this person really is. Because I think maybe at first you might not feel this person is for real. Again, like, is this person actually this genuine, actually this kind, actually this giving? They really don't want to attain something. They're really not doing this for monetary gain. They're really not, you know, trying to help people here to attain something, or that this isn't a facade, or that I can actually trust this person. Like, there's a lot of that on your end, I feel. And so this causes this person a little bit of hesitation here, because I think this person only knows to be genuine. And so I feel like when this person says something that's very powerful and impactful, you might think, okay, that's very deep, and does this person even mean this? And I think upon getting to know this person, I think what they share with you starts to mean different things, and you start to really understand who this person is. And I think you really then start to connect and see this person for who they truly are. And I feel the fact that the shield kind of comes up and they shut you out in some way, or at least shut certain people out, I feel here, might make you hesitant on, again, like, what's this person's intention, you know? And if they said this in one moment, maybe they don't mean it if they're guarded the next, or if they're doing this action in the next. And I feel like this person might bond, connect, or say something very honest and true, but then I feel as though this person might put their guard up in some way, because I feel they might get defensive if they feel like they've been taken advantage of, or like they shared something and now they feel, I don't know, like, I feel like this person is a giver here, is what I feel. So if they feel they're giving and they're not, I don't know, like, feeling the same sort of energy back, I feel like this person might pull away. Okay, but I do feel like there's a whole new rebirth for this person in their life when you meet them, and they're going through quite a profound, significant change in their life here. But I do feel you feel blessed, and I feel like this is, your encounter with this person is divinely, like, a divine encounter. Like, I feel like it's something here that you'd be like, oh, like, I would have never in a million years have guessed I would have met this person how I did and when I did, like that. When you look back on it, you say, this must have been divine intervention of how we came together, because it was something that just seemed to come together by the grace of God here in some way that's absolutely magical. Now, I do feel like, sorry, there's lots coming through, like, you or this person, and it could be both of you guys, might come together based on some sort of cause. I feel like because this person has a lot of balls in the air when it comes to their life, like I said, involved in many things, many careers, or many sort of venues. I feel like when you come in contact with this person, it is maybe fighting some sort of cause, or some sort of, I don't know, it could be a human rights topic, or some sort of field in which maybe they're giving service, or there's something this person is doing here in which I think you guys see eye to eye with here, you know, like the rawness of how this person is selfless and devoting themselves to a cause, I think pulls you towards this person. I think you guys really see eye to eye with this. And I feel like this person is a warrior. Okay, like, I feel like they're a warrior because I feel like they're unstoppable when it comes to fighting for the right cause. And again, whether it's human rights or just healing people, or like trying to do the right thing here. And also this person could seem somebody who you might have to calm down at times, because I feel like they have a very strong passion. So they might be the type of person who analyzes or likes to extrapolate and overanalyze. And so they might become frozen, or they might worry a lot, or they might overanalyze to a point here. And so there is a lot of you maybe just having to reassure this person, because I think they might even overanalyze this connection. They might overanalyze what this could mean, or how it comes along in some way here. And so I think there's a lot of worry that things might not pan out, that the things might not work out, or something might not go the way it should. And so there's a lot of doubt and fear with this person that could be generated in this connection. And then again, we get the shield, because if they feel any sort of threat, I think this person gets guarded. Okay. But I feel like there's something really magical about this person making things happen. Like, I feel like there's nothing, or at least this is coming from your perspective, that there's nothing this person cannot do. Like, I don't know, like you almost feel like this person can do it all and has done it all, or is successful at everything they do. And they do multiple things very, very well. So very successful, very good with their hands, very good communicator, very deep, very loving. So there's almost like, does this person do it all? Like, do they have it all? And how could I ever even match up to this person? Because there's some like breathtaking honest you feel when you come in contact with this person. Like, you're in awe of this person's life, or just how they go about living their life. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So we're looking at the circumstances between you and this person coming together. More information. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Wowzers. Young male. Sporty cars and youthful. And we have doll. Childhood, play, and naivety. This looks like a Raggedy Ann doll. 1970s coming through here with the Raggedy Ann doll. 70s, 80s. And we have helm. Navigation, control, and journey. Look at that. Wow. And we have in the near future. And we have within the next few months. And we have soulmate. You guys, you have to. I'm just so... Oh my gosh. Okay, all three piles. We got soulmates card. This is about our soul person, okay? Whether you believe in soulmate so much as the soul person who we're destined to kind of be with. And soulmates came out in every pile so far. We'll see what comes out for pile 4, but I do not plan these at all. And I don't know, I'm always just totally taken aback by how Spirit does this. And this is a complete different oracle pack, because soulmates came out in different oracle packs. And this came out now for you guys, which confirms this being the soulmate connection. Thank you, Spirit, for the reassurance here and confirming. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. And finally, we have the reddening 15. 15 is the devil in the tarot. A lot of passion coming through. I think there's passion in the cause. So I feel you guys speak for a cause or fight for a cause, but passion in this connection. Also, the devil is the Capricorn energy coming through. Okay, could be for you or your person here, but I feel like it's this person's work ethic as well. Very committed, very dedicated. I think there's no harder worker maybe that you know than this person. So they've accomplished lots in their life. Okay, lots of energy coming through here. I think this is a very layered connection. Okay, now this could be for you or your person. I'm gonna take what resonates here. I feel like there's a lot of childhood traumas and things that are getting uncovered. So I think there might be traumas that get uncovered between you and your person, triggering back and forth, okay? And I feel like it triggers a lot of unresolved childhood things. And I feel like you do feel this person also has this natural childhood or childlike energy, because I think they are very genuine. And like I said, they might say things, that other people wouldn't dare say. They don't have a filter, I feel, this person. And so they're like a child. They like to just say things, and that's it. Like, that's how they are. And so I feel like they also are very excitable. Like, when you're around, I feel like this person is very much high energy, wants to play, or at least be playful and joyful, okay? Like, with this young energy, I feel like they're joyful, they're playful. But I feel like you might, okay, just take what resonates here, but I am feeling your energy. You might need to sort of grow up to meet this person's level, okay? Although they are very childlike when they in energy. I feel like they're very mature when it comes to life experience. And I feel like you might be somebody who might be just on a different sort of path here. So I feel like you might feel like you cannot, I don't know, like come up to this person's level of experience in some way. So you might feel like you need to grow up, or like you're not quite sure how to. And so I feel there might be triggering, but I feel like this is a connection that gives you guys both life purpose. Like I think it wakes you up. Some of you guys might be dealing with addictions with the devil here, okay? Or devil things in your life, unhealthy ways of dealing with, coping with self. You know, like childhood traumas, addictions, distractions, bad habits, maybe bad life choices or decisions. But I feel like with the reddening, there's like a giving of life. And I feel like the giving of life is a rebirth here for both of you guys to be reborn in your life. I feel like this person gives you purpose. And I feel like this person gives you sort of an understanding of what you want for yourself. So you feel reborn or rejuvenated when you're with this person. I am feeling you could certainly be connecting to pile 2, because I'm feeling the same energy I felt here from the flipped person. So only if you're connecting to that. I feel like it takes a while for you guys to actually know each other, because I feel there is a guardedness. Now, I feel like you guys have instant recognition, instant soul bond, instant sort of chemistry, but this getting to know each other is the truth of who you guys are inside. I feel like both of you guys are guarded, and I feel like the triggering keeps you guys sort of a little bit cautious of each other and having to open up. So I feel like sometimes there's a trigger, and so there is a need to be sort of guarded and cautious in some way, because we're not quite sure how the other person's going to react or say. So I think there takes some time to know each other, like actually know each other, and that you guys do mean the best for each other. But I think you might not trust them right away because they seem like they're a little hesitant on you. And they're hesitant on you because you're not the type of person that's opening up right away to them. So they question this, and they question your immaturity potentially, or whether you mean the best for this person. Okay, so I feel like both of you guys are independently yourselves. I feel like there's an independence here. You guys are both very free, very liberated. I feel this person is very much their own person, walk their own path. I feel you are the exact same way. I feel like there is a need for you if you resonate with this, and it could be mirroring happening with this person, because we have the 2 balls here, which could be the mirroring, the duality, the 2 of you guys, masculine, feminine, that I feel like is needing to resolve a certain part of your life that's unhealthy, keeping you trapped. Okay, so like I said, some of you guys could be battling a life issue here. It could be, like I said, an addiction or something that limits you. And I feel like it could be both. It could be one of you guys, but I feel like one of you guys might not be readily available right away in this connection until this is resolved. Okay, like needing to really heal that part, that childhood trauma or that addiction or that unhealthy thing that established. And I feel like because there is a little bit of doubt in whether you guys can trust, because I feel like the healing needs to happen from the inside. And this person certainly has things on the inside we were seeing here where there was fear. Because I think the worrier in them and their greatest fear is whether they can trust, or move forward. So I feel like this is a journey. Okay, I feel like there is a contract here, a soul contract in which you guys are having to navigate. I feel like this might be quite a long journey. Obviously, this is your soul partner for the rest of your life here. And so I feel like the navigation part is the part that might be very difficult in navigating. And I feel like there might be a struggle for control back and forth, because I feel like both of you guys are so independent and free that maybe both of you guys want to control how your life goes, but you guys also want to be together. So it becomes, you can't really control the connection with the other person, but at the same time, how do you guys come together independent, but parallel? Because I think there's a lesson here in learning to not have an unhealthy attachment and not sort of surrender, lose yourselves in a connection, but come together in a way that is balanced and make things work. So I feel like there's a difficult sort of navigation in this, but I do feel in the near future and within the next few months, if you guys already know this person, some of you guys already do, I feel like within the next few months, there's going to be a revelation here with the sun. Okay, like more news that's going to bring in a lot of clarity. Okay, this is like having the information we need in order to see clearly. So there will be like a milestone in this connection in the next few months. So if you are waiting for the next step, If it's been taking a while to crack open this connection, I feel within the next few months, regardless when you watch this, because this is a timeless reading, this is going to happen. If you have not met this person, I feel you will in the near future, like near as in the next 3 months. Okay, so whether it's be, you know, depending where you are on the timeline here, I feel like there is this instant sort of soul recognition with this person that I feel is divinely guided with the angels here. It is a spiritual connection that brings you guys together here, and I feel it is a blessing, and both of you guys will have instant soul recognition here. But I feel like in the next few months it's going to be quite important here, a milestone in this connection. So let's read, this is a beautiful energy, the tarot, and see what comes through. I'm only going to pull a few because I do feel like your reading is quite thorough, as were the others. This tarot pack is a little difficult for me to use, the Primordial Tarot, because it's difficult for me to use, so I don't use it very often. But I feel like this is a very raw sort of tarot pack. Like it touches a very raw sort of primordial energy going back to, I don't know, like caveman times. I feel here it is very genuine, very open sort of energy. So let's see. Let's pull a few more cards. What am I missing, Spirit, here for beautiful pile 3? Anything they need to know in regards to this soul person, this destined soulmate, this partner that they're coming in contact with or have been in contact with. Anything further they need to know, anything I've missed. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful, beautiful pile number 3. Please protect me as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed. Thank you so, so much. All right, what do we have? We have the Emperor in reverse, Aries energy. Is it the Emperor? Yes, it's the Emperor. Sorry. This is always hard for me to read. We have the 9 of Swords. That's that warrior coming through, 9 swords. And we have the Chariot, Cancer energy. I feel 2 more. We got the 3 of Wands, and it's in reverse. Oops. I feel this one here. And we have the 4 swords in reverse. In the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. Okay, soulmates. That's so beautiful. 6 Cups is my soulmates card. This is also this childhood, okay, with the 6 Cups. Something very innocent, sweet, this soul bond, soul recognition. This is going back, okay? So for some of you guys, this could be someone you've met as a child, okay? Childhood sweetheart, somebody who you've known for a very long time. And if you haven't known this person, then this is from your soul past. You've had many, many lifetimes with this person, okay? You're coming to reincarnate with this person to come together. But I feel there's a deep soul bond here. Also feel there's childhood traumas that get triggered here, okay? Mother wounds or just how we're brought up. There's a lot that gets stirred up within us that we need to sort of deal with here. Now, for some of you guys, you might be in a period of no contact with this person for a long time or a short period of time, but if there is no contact, there's a reconciliation. This person comes back, okay, or you guys just find a way to come back together with this reconciliation and the 6 Cups. And this is our hometown or our home friends and family. So I feel like there's something to be resolved here with family and our hometown. And I feel like both of you guys might have something established in your home life that I feel is sort of needing to be dealt with, okay, when you guys come in contact. So Emperor in reverse. I feel as though you could certainly be not ready for this connection when this person comes in with this Emperor in reverse, okay? Now, it's funny that I said this might connect to 2 because we also saw the Emperor in reverse, which is you feeling like you can't be here for this person. You know, you're not mature enough or can take charge enough of, I don't know, like being father energy, like protector, like bringing structure, order, commitment to this connection. So I feel like maybe there's a lack of confidence here in your ability to be the person that this person could rely on. I think this causes a lot of anxiety for this person Okay, a lot of anxiety. Here we see a child again. I feel like it stirs up a lot of childhood traumas. This person needs to deal with a lot of that. They have to learn about how to be there for themselves. I feel like this person might have abandonment wounds, you know, feel like orphaned, maybe abandonment when you're not there for them. So I feel like this triggers this person. But the universe says you guys will be successful with the Chariot. This is forward movement. This is the universe pushing things through in order for you guys to be victorious. And this is also about balance. And this is the dark and the light, the masculine, the feminine, coming into balance, coming into union, having to navigate the journey. Okay, and in order to navigate the Chariot here, we need to find balance. So this is integrating our shadows, our traumas, find balance within self, our masculine, feminine, so we can integrate that and keep the Chariot upright so we could be successful. I feel like this is going to be quite the journey. It's going to take quite the time to find the balance between both of you guys to come together. Okay, so I feel like with the 3 wands in reverse, it might feel very stuck at some point in time where there's no way this could move forward, or you might see this as something that might not happen, or how could we come together here when there's, I don't know, again, there's this family sort of situation here. So you guys might be, both have family, or you guys might be dealing with certain family things where I think there's a certain halt in this relationship where things might feel like it can't move forward. Okay, because you might feel it, but with the Chariot, the universe is saying it's divinely guided. It has nothing to do with our own planning, our own expectations, our own groundwork of what we do. It's when the universe feels it's time to move forward is when things move forward. We just have to remain balanced and work on releasing anything we need to release in order to keep upright and not tip the Chariot over. So, 4 Swords. This is, you know, a period of reflection, a period of healing. Now, in the reverse, I feel like both of you guys are going to need to heal certain parts of yourself, but I feel like there's a lot of self-reflection that needs to happen before we can move forward. And I feel like there might be points in time where things are really stuck. And when things are really stuck, it's important to remember it's stuck in order for us to reflect. It's stuck in order for us to resolve certain things. It's stuck in order for us to become better, for us to really look at certain parts of our subconscious, of our wounding, so that we are healed enough for when we come together. Because I feel as though Spirit only wants this union to come together when both parties are healed and balanced, masculine and feminine energies coming together in order to have victory here. But if somebody is not confident, if somebody can't make it happen, this is not going to be coming together anytime soon. So the journey is, how do we get there? And here we have the 14, which is the King of Cups. So, King of Cups. The most love I could pull from a king in the tarot. Love's the deepest. I feel like you have an unconditional, deep, deep, deep love for this person. I feel it is reciprocated between you and this person. I think this person makes you feel in a certain way no one has ever made you feel, because this is a deep, deep emotional love, okay? And I feel like maybe this is something that's been woken up from within you, and it's a very almost, I don't know, like intense, but with the 6 cups here and the King of Cups, it's like a deep love here that I feel almost seems very surreal. Like I think you're not quite sure how to handle this intensity of emotion, you know, and that might be a challenge. Oh my God, you guys, and look at this. We have the Knight of Cups. So it's like expressing yourself. You know, how do you express your love? How do you communicate your love? It's so deep and intense here. There might be fear with the Moon here and how to express self. So I think this is your challenge. This is the need to reflect on, how do I communicate? How do I show up? How do I give unconditional love here to this person? You know? 3 Swords. Yeah, there's heartache here, and I feel heartache does not necessarily have to mean a breakup in a connection so much as heart trauma that's stemmed from some childhood or some upbringing or traumas that gets triggered. 3 Swords is not pleasant because we have to really reflect on the 3 Swords that's happened, the pain, and maybe revisit things in our life that we don't want to see. And you might be stalling, or you might not be quite there just yet, so it takes some time, but I feel like there is a lot of anxiety coming from your person. I feel mostly your energy here. Again, you could flip roles, but this person is sort of 9 swords, which is a lot in their mind. What if it doesn't work? And not quite sure they can trust you. A lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights. This is also my dark night of the soul. So somebody who might be going through a very intense spiritual dark night of the soul here upon this connection. Okay, so this is what I have. Pile number 3. I hope this resonated for you guys. Beautiful readings today. I'm so glad I did this reading, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hello, hello, my most spectacular group number 4. You guys picked the Lovers from the Light Seers Tarot, which is a beautiful, beautiful deck. I didn't think I'd love it as much as I have loved this since I got it, and it's absolutely beautiful in person. If you don't have it, I certainly recommend it. Very easy to use. So, the Lovers, before we get into this energy, what I want to say is that we are looking at this destined soul partner, this person you're supposed to sort of come together with for the rest of your life and spend eternity with. Who is this person? Who is this soulmate or this soul person? And under what circumstances are you guys going to meet or come together? And first we'll start by describing who this person is, at least how you see them, and then we'll look at the circumstances around when you guys will actually come together or how you guys will meet, because you could certainly already maybe know this person, or you might be meeting them in the future. Now, because this might be a future reading, I do ask you to use your own intuition, what you will see, feel, or hear to determine whether this is your pile, because all I'm doing is reading energy. So only you can tell whether this messaging's for you by connecting with it. So doing that is the best way for you to tap into your intuition. All right, so what do I get here from the Lovers? I wasn't getting a whole lot from this pile, to be completely honest with you, but to me, this looks like the most sort of intimate out of all the Lovers here. Like very intimate, very passionate, very sexual. So it might start off a very sexual here. I'm getting Sagittarius, although the Lovers obviously is Gemini here, but Lovers for all 4 piles. So you could be resonating with Gemini, but I am feeling Sagittarius, and just from this crossbow here. Someone here might have a shoulder tattoo, okay? Yeah, somewhere on their upper body, a tattoo. That could be confirmation that this is your pile, okay? I'm also feeling that you and your person could certainly have long hair, both of you guys, okay? I'm putting this Lovers back in the pile, and we will pull the tarot as we need to, but right now, let's take a look at who this person is. So, we have the Moon Cat. Look at that, beautiful. Might be cat lovers here. You or your person could have a cat, could love cats. We have the Beaver will gift you with the power to work. So I'm getting strong earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We were getting Sag and Gemini as well. We have the Octopus will display your meaning of life to you. Wow. We have Engineer. Light attributes, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. And we have the Poet, relationships and vulnerability. The feather plume here. The Poet. The Medallion, number 59. Okay. And we have the Siren, number 20. Look at that, the Siren. Allowing yourself to be distracted from what you should be doing leads to procrastination, avoidance, and needless problems. And we have the Sage, 34, or the number 7. I'm getting Cancer energy from this. And it says, look at your situation with the mature, experienced viewpoint of a wise person. Examine assumptions about the aging process and mastery. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And we have Light, Aquarius energy I'm getting from all these beautiful stars. And we also have Puppet Master. I'm getting Devil, which is Capricorn energy coming through with the Puppet Master. Okay, this is an interesting energy. I'm glad I did 4 piles. I was going to do 3, but there's a reason why this was coming through. Let me sit with this for a little bit and see what comes through. We might get a little bit of the circumstances of how you meet, but this is supposed to be more about this person's, how they are. So just give me a minute. Okay. This person, interesting energy that I'm getting. This person is really intelligent, okay? Like really intelligent. I think that they're really adored by their friends and their family, because I think this person is kind of a calm energy, but they're capable of really accomplishing things that require precision or commitment. So I feel like they have a pretty good job, or at least they've made something of themselves. Like they have a very good solid position through their own sort of doing here. And so I feel like they're looked up to, almost like the wise one, or like the one who has the most experience either in the family. Maybe they're the oldest sibling, or they're the one that's accomplished out of everyone. But I feel like there's a sense of accomplishment from this person, because I feel like this person has dedicated themselves to being the best version of who they are here through hard work and dedication. Okay, I feel like this person is a provider too. So they might have had to provide for their family, have had to really step up, have really had to make something of themselves. They almost felt maybe obligated, you know, to be the person who accomplishes something, or to provide for their family, because maybe their parents couldn't, you know, be the full provider. But I feel like this person has provided for family, and I think they take pride in this. But I also think there's a streak of this person, maybe is almost like a know-it-all in some way, and I do feel as though they might know a lot. Okay, of course we don't know it all, but I feel like maybe they're the type of person who you could easily get into arguments with, because they feel they know it all sometimes, and it could be a little bit annoying. But I do feel like this annoying part is part of this person's intellectual sort of side that comes out, because I think they thrive on knowing things and understanding how things work. So I feel like this person would be very good at Jeopardy. Okay, and I also feel like this person is good at creating safe places, like safe home structure, you know, like providing for the family, you know, making sure everyone's kind of fed and clothed and looked after. Like this person likes comfort and likes to provide security and that sort of thing. Like if they don't have a stable, secure sort of environment, I think this person feels up in the air. So I think for them to have security, stability, structure is very important. I feel like maybe this person has already built that with a family when you meet them. Now, I'm not saying that they are married. They could be, but they could be that they're looking after their elderly parents, or that they have like a big group of family that's come to live with them, or that they support their aunts or uncles or grandparents, or that sort of family commitment that they make. Okay, but I do feel like they put their sort of learnings or career or their dedication to that sort of up there. And so I do feel like this person is someone who's difficult to understand, because sometimes they could be very committed to that, and so you're not quite sure, you know, what sort of commitment they have here to you. But I feel like this person is the type of person who might be a little bit inexperienced when it comes to relationships so much, to be vulnerable, and this brings out a different side in them. So I think it opens up a part of them that they are not quite comfortable with, because I only feel they haven't experienced. Like from an engineer, most of you guys who understand how engineers are very factual, very, you know, mathematical and very black and white, the poet is a very different sort of mindset, because poetry is not black and white. Poetry is in the sort of things that we can't really see, but we feel, you know, and so feelings here are a little foreign to this person. And so I feel like it makes them maybe be a little bit uncomfortable. So I feel like they have to learn about a vulnerability here. But I feel like what they feel in this connection with you is this seeing of the light of this side of themselves, like this gift that they could have in this world and engage with this connection and open this up, I think is something that is being gifted to them. So I do feel as though this is something that for this person, they're not quite sure, because they feel almost obligated down a path. Like I feel like they've either committed themselves to, you know, I'm just always going to be here to provide for my family, or I'm just going to, I don't know, be focused on this type of a lifestyle here. And then this connection comes in, and it's sort of something that it takes them off track in some way. So I think it could be a little fearful for this person, especially if they dedicated themselves to this. And it could be somebody who is supposed to follow in the line of Like, let's say their grandfather was a doctor, and their father was a doctor, now they are like an engineer. Like, I feel like they're trying to prove themselves in the family line in some way, so it really matters to them. So I feel like this connection might feel as though it's trying to pull them off their track. And I don't know that this person's comfortable with this, although I think their core self is pulling to this connection, because I feel like spiritually this person needs to grow. And I think there's a lot that this person needs to learn in this connection. That is why they're being pulled to this, that it isn't all about our mental, what we see and understand on a mind aspect. And 3D, I'm getting very 3D practical world here. This person's graduated from this sort of lesson. I feel like this person's very successful here and they understand what they need to. But when it comes to, love and the more ethereal space of understanding of feeling and throwing out everything that we've been taught, I feel this person might have a very difficult time with this. There is fear in the unknown here because we can't really control feelings. We don't really understand feelings so much. So I do feel like this person, is something that they need to explore. Now, because the lovers we were seeing up front was this like passionate sort of sexual energy, I felt like maybe this person is very comfortable in the physical relationship at first, when it's difficult for them to let out the emotional part. So I think it might cause challenge, because I think this person doesn't have a problem with being physical so much. But I think when it comes to being intimate, when it comes to connecting to feelings, is difficult for this person to connect to this. And it's not because they're running away or shy from it. Now, it could be they're uncomfortable with it, so they're not quite sure how to manage it. But it could be the avoidance is subconsciously there because they're not quite sure how to be in this energy. Okay, and I feel like this person does not want to get sidetracked in some way. Now, I am getting, like I got for a lot of you guys, both you and this person can have long hair. I am getting for some of you guys, this person could be shaved head, or like bald, or like bald as in like they shave their own head, or balding, or just, there could be that. Or this person could certainly be the type of person that automatically goes with what they mentally feel is right. Like they're very, very, very logical, very in their mind, and they almost talk themselves out. So if they feel something, they're very much head over heart. They'll talk themselves out of it. So I think they do this too much. I think they do this too much, and I feel like it's protecting themselves. So I do feel like they feel like you might be somebody here to lure them away from their vision and their vision of what they've told themselves they need to accomplish in some way. So I feel like this person is going to have to overcome this, okay? And so I feel like this causes a little bit of confusion here in this connection. And it could be that you're not quite sure, like, what's this person's intentions here. But I feel like you're really drawn to this person's intelligence. You're really drawn to this person's ability to be a provider here, and their dedication and commitment to family. And you want to be a part of their world in some way here, but you don't want to be excluded. And I feel like maybe you might feel excluded at some point in time, because I feel like this person is very cautious with who they let in. But I do feel there's an instant sort of connection here with you, and I feel like this person just doesn't know where to put it. So I feel like this person might seem sometimes a little bit possessive or controlling, and I don't know, like that's coming through here of this connection or view, and they might be one to try to tell you how to be or what to do. And I feel this comes from a scared place, a scared place, because I feel like this person might think they know or understand what needs to happen here. But I mean, in your own life, you should know your own sort of self. I gotta close the window because it's getting kind of loud. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I think it's out of fear, and it's out of fear that you might start to navigate away from this person, because I think this person can't have their cake and eat it too. And I feel like this person might be the type of person that wants you to, I don't know, do things in a certain way here. And I think this does cause conflict. You might think this person's trying to control you or trying to tell you what to do in some way. But I really feel like this person wants sort of the best in the situation. But it's almost like at first they are very much leaned towards what's best for them and their sort of situation. And I don't necessarily feel this person's selfish per se, although because they are very family, giver and that sort of thing. But it is about them sort of attaining something that they feel is good for them at the expense of maybe learning to compromise here. So I feel like this is a language of love that they're having to explore and experience, that they are not used to. And so this goes deeper than just physical attraction and sex here, but I feel like this person has to learn this through feeling and not through mind space, which is very hard for this person to do. Yes, I feel is very difficult for this person to do. And I feel like this person might have big ambitions here, like for themselves. You know, they might be the type of person that has these big dreams. Like you ask them what they see them their future, and they'll name like 50 different things they want to do, like open up a business and a clinic, and I don't know, like rule this island, and I'm just making that up. Something like this person has big ambitions, okay? Like they really see themselves kind of, I feel like this person might have a big head, like they just have a lot of confidence in their own ability to make things happen here, okay? But I feel like there's a lot of 3D type matrixy energy here and what they could create and build from a mind place of what they've experienced and understand. And so now when it's time to tap into feelings and that whole thing, I think it's very foreign to this person. It could be very scary, and this person could be somebody who you don't quite understand. So let's see, like, what are the circumstances around you guys meeting here, and what's this all about? So we have, is it safe for you to love? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yes, so because they put all their weight in this front end sort of energy, it's like, what about love? You know, what about heart space? What about the highest energy of all, which is opening from an unconditional heart space? I think this person might have closed that up, you know, and so you're kind of here as this person's learning to open this heart space. And it could be that you also don't trust you can open your heart space with someone like this, because what are they proving to you when they're very much committed to this sort of more 3D stuff that you're not quite sure where the love fits here, where you fit here. But you do have a pull on this person, like a pull here, like this person feels pulled by you, and they could be, like I said, almost upset by this fact. So I think they need to overcome this fact, you know, not to be upset by it. Like it's not like you're trying to lure this person, but I feel like they're fighting, resisting the fact that they're being pulled and guided towards releasing their grip on what visions they have of what they're building mentally here for the future, and allow the heart to come in so that they can have someone to enjoy this with and experience unconditional love here. Express your love. Yes, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This person has a hard time expressing emotions, and it could be that you feel almost unloved by this person, because I don't think they know how to express emotions, how to express love, how to say how they feel, you know, because it's foreign to them. And it's not that they want to avoid making you feel this way. It's like they really don't know if they feel something, what it is, how to vocalize and express it, because unlike facts, you know, feelings are very different. We can't just explain them away in some way. Some feelings we can't even put words to. So I think this is challenging for this person to navigate through this. Moon, subconscious, fears, feminine energy with the moon. So this person really needs to tap into their emotions, okay, so they can express love. And I feel like they might have been very guarded by not allowing themselves to feel, because it's safe for them to just deal, and they know how to resolve that. But when it comes to feelings, they're not quite sure. So I feel like they're having to really understand themselves so that they're capable of expressing themselves, and that they trust that it's okay to love. It's okay to feel feelings we're sure how to put words to. But I feel like there is a lot of fear here in losing sort of control. I feel like this person really likes control, okay? Like, because I think it's obviously stemming from fear. When we need control, it's not that they want to control you in any way. It's like they want to control this connection and how things go in a certain way, because it lessens their fear. And so sometimes it might seem as though they could be like trying to tell you sort of what you need to do or how to be in some way, but it's stemming from them fearing this connection going to a place that they're unable or incapable of sort of managing in a logical way. The runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy and listening to ego. So lots of matrix I was feeling, which is ego. Okay, listening to ego is like the mind, because the mind is just a story we tell ourselves, and that's where the ego likes to chatter at us. So I do feel the fear of the intimacy here is in the fear of expressing love, of allowing self to feel. So at times this person does seem like they run, but they're running from themselves. They're running from their feelings. Okay, so this leads to them appearing like they're running from this connection. And so the more they run, the more the universe is putting their feelings in front of them, the more they're being pulled to you. So I feel like they're in a conundrum here. And instead of them trying to puppeteer their own life and control how things go, the universe is saying, no, like the universe controls this. You know, so this person's going to take a while to see the light. Forgiveness. Yeah, I think you might have to come to some sort of, well, you don't have to do anything, but in this connection, I think what happens here is there's you forgiving what's happened between you and this person initially, because I do feel like this person might have been pulling away, you know, and just somebody who wasn't able or capable of expressing self. And I feel like there's a lot of forgiveness that they need to have about self, because I feel like at some point when this connection, because again, this is how you guys kind of come together, so you know who this is, I feel like they come to a point where they have to forgive how they initially expressed or lack of express themselves when you and this person got together, that they were suppressing feelings, that they were not giving this connection a chance, that they felt like you might have been diverting them in some way. So I feel like there is a need for them to overcome certain parts of this recovery. Yeah. So I think that this connection could be one that needs to recover over time, because I feel like this person might, in their way of being, might damage your trust in this person, because I feel they're very headstrong in their own mind of where they want to go, what they want to do, to at the sacrifice of this connection. And you might feel as though at one point in time that this connection was just something that you no longer wanted to be involved with, because this person wasn't fighting for you or wasn't expressing, and it seemed like the more you tried, the more they ran. But I feel like this is a recovery period for both of you guys. Now, if you haven't met this person, I feel like there will be a recovery period in which this person has to sit with their emotions, come to some understanding, and heal, you know, heal parts of themselves that was keeping their heart shut, that it is safe for them to love. And I feel like sometimes we're here to teach other people lessons, and I feel like your lesson that you're teaching this person is how to open heart space, how to not run from self, how to express self, how to be safe with emotions, heal this part of themselves that I think is very traumatized here, okay, for quite some time. Late, conflict, injury, and apprehension. So it does sound very challenging, this connection. I'm not going to lie, you know, there's a lot of pain here. You know, this is giving me the sort of truth, which is when we become honest with ourselves, we cut through illusion in our life, but we have to walk and talk our truth. And I feel like this person's truth is that they have a difficult time out of fear of expressing themselves. And so they stick to what they know, and they need to cut through any illusion in the matrix here and accept feelings. And I feel like they're apprehensive because it's foreign to them. And so I feel like it does cause damage to this connection, you know, and I do feel there might be a period of time where you guys are separated before you guys come together, because I do feel this person does see the light, but I feel like they have to get to this point on their own. They have to conclude this on their own. And I feel like they have to make it up to this connection, make it up to you in some way here by understanding what it is that they've realized, by connecting to their heart space, by expressing exactly how they feel about you and this connection, no holds bar, without being held back here and being stuck in ego. Key, the hidden secrets, discovery. So I feel like there is lots of information here that comes about in this connection that unravels another part of this connection and unravels another part. So like with these 4 sort of keyholes and all these keys, I feel like this journey is one in which it could certainly be an on again, off again, you know, and it could certainly be where this person in bits and pieces lets go of certain things so that they can understand themselves, so they can open the door to the next part of this journey, and then the next part and of themselves. But I feel like they really need to accept themselves and certain parts. I think they're comfortable in their mind, and they've are identified as someone who's intellectual and all this, but I think they cling on to that identity, that they could be more than just that, so that they could be someone who feels, who has deep love, who can also be poetic. But if they shut it down and they only focus and support one part of themselves, they're closing the door to all other aspects. And I feel like relationship to them could be something that they need control in, and if it makes them feel like they're, I don't know, like their feelings are too intense or too deep or too much love, then they're safer with other connections that are more superficial or not as deep. And so they might date other people here, and it's not because they're not into you. It's because I feel this is how this person recognizes, this is how they come to that knowledge, that understanding of what this connection actually means to them. Because I feel like it's very intense. They feel like your type of love pulls them into an uncontrollable sort of abyss. It'll be their own demise, is kind of how they feel. So it's a fight or flight type energy they feel with you here, okay? This is a very heavy type reading. So I feel like you're just kind of wanting this person to feel this connection and be honest. But I feel like the more honest this person is, the more fear creeps in there because they lack the control. So I feel it is stages, and it could certainly be that this person might date a few people, nothing serious here, but I feel like it's to try to change their sort of mind about this connection, or they might need to experience that in order to see this connection for what it's worth. I do feel there's quite a process here, and I feel like this causes lots of pain, like it causes conflict in this connection, and with the injury, it's like something that needs to be repaired, because I feel like you might not forgive them, and so I think Spirit is really showing, like, understand where this person is sort of coming from. No, you don't have to forgive them if you don't want, but this person's coming from the point of someone who was incapable of opening the heart space, somebody who needed control, someone in the matrix, someone who had some understanding, and then here you come, and they feel threatened and pulled, and these deep, deep emotions they don't understand. It's triggering all sorts of traumas, that they're needing to resolve. And so I feel like this is a step-by-step process, and the more they run, the more that this is intensifying for them. Gossip, neighbor, small talk, and grapevine. So I do feel as though this person is very matrixy, okay? And I feel like they might have a lot of understanding in the matrix world of how they're supposed to navigate. And so I feel like there is I just know matrixy and immature sort of, I don't even know if it's immature, but it's more of a surface type energy that comes here with this person, and so I feel like they're being called to get deep. They're being called to go beyond just what's sort of happening on the outside, so that they connect to what's going on the inside. So I feel like they listen very much to what's going on around them, what they're supposed to be, how they're supposed to act. And I do feel as though they could engage here with, surface type relationships and get caught up in that type of thing where what you're offering them is real, what you're offering to them is deep, what you're offering to them is something that they could experience more spirituality and tap into a different sort of aspect here that they're fighting, they're running, they're wanting control, and they cause all sorts of sort of sabotage and conflict, and at the expense of the peace in this and happiness in this connection. So I do feel like there's going to be a recovery period where I think there will be forgiveness from this person. So you might already know who this person is, but if you haven't met them, then this is kind of the tumultuous sort of energy that I feel here with this person. But I feel like what Spirit's showing is once this person stops running from themselves, stops listening to the ego, and understands that there is a fear of connecting and expressing, this is when this connection starts to open up. This is when the main sort of solution is found here within this connection, when they can express themselves to you. But I feel like this is going to take some time, okay? So, and I feel like you might not trust whether you can trust them or not, because I think you feel a little bit betrayed by this person's actions, specifically for those of you guys where this person has just started dating other people, and you're like, what is going on here with this person, and could be that they're kind of trying to heal certain things here and not know why they're doing what they're doing, like really not know. And if they're hurting you, I don't think they're doing it on purpose, although it might feel like they're doing it on purpose to you. And it could be because they're pushing away what they fear. You know, it's like, if I do this, then pile 4 will not want me, and I won't be kind of led down pile 4's path here, which fears me. So I'm just going to sabotage it in some way. So this is a very, I don't know, deep sort of intertwined sort of energy I'm picking up here. But let's pull the tarot so we can get a little bit more. Spirit, clear and concise message here for beautiful, beautiful pile 4. What am I missing? What does pile 4 need to know about this connection? Anything else they need to know about this soulmate, soul person, destined partner that they're bound to end up with or meet? I have the King of Wands coming out. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Anything further? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 4. And thank you so much, pile 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed and so grateful that you guys are here today. I do love these readings, and yours is very challenging, I'm not going to lie. All right, Hermits. And under that, the Devil. Yeah, okay, so Devil, toxic ways, Capricorn energy, Virgo energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this person's an ego, okay? King of Wands is ego card. Devil is unhealthy ways of being. Stuck in some sort of unhealthy pattern here. I feel there's a lot of passion. I do feel the sexual energy coming through, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of sexual energy, a lot of obsession. I feel there's a pull. I feel this person is really pulled to you. I feel you're really pulled to this person, but I feel like there is something holding this person back that makes them run. And it is their ego. And they think they know it all. I was getting that, okay? This know-it-all sort of energy, but I feel like they're being humbled by you and they're having to face their fear. Because somebody like this doesn't want to admit fear. Somebody like this might think that they are in control. And then here comes an energy here that makes them question everything. And so I feel like this King of Wands likes to be in control, wants to know that they can accomplish whatever they want at their own sort of pace. They are very confident and all sorts of, you know, energy here. But I do feel as though there's something they have to face. And they have to do the inner work here. And I feel like whatever is devil energies that has them held back, they have to reflect. And so it takes a lot of courage to do the inner work, to be honest with self. Okay, and so I think what Spirit's showing is, in order for them to have the confidence in this connection, to show up, they will show up confident, ready, capable, and will do anything in this connection once they face whatever they need to and do this inner work. Okay, so let's take a look. We have 9 Wands, which is that defensive energy, but I feel like this is the resilience of this connection. Wounded warrior. I feel like this connection goes through something here, like I said, with forgiveness and recovery. This is the wounded warrior in which she's gone to battle and is now defensive. I feel like your energy could be one that's protective, you know, and you're passionately pulled to this person, but at the same time, very cautious. You don't want to be hurt. You're not sure how to open up here. And this person might be the type that, I don't know, I feel like they might lure you into doing things their way in some way, but sometimes you might feel like, is it for their own sort of selfish desire? Is this something that they're, you know, looking at your own sort of needs as well? I feel like both of you guys are very, very, very attractive people, okay? Like very attractive, and I feel like both of you guys are very passionate, very pulled to one another here. You guys inspire each other very much. I feel there's an intensity here, and I feel like this person, yeah, really pulls you in, and I feel like they feel the same about you, to the point where they feel like they got to push you away or else they might end up at their own demise, is kind of what I'm feeling. So 6 Wands in reverse, ego death. This is having to shed ego, and this is, we can't have success unless we work with the universe and shed ego here, okay? So I feel like this person might shut you out in some way and not want to, I don't know, like there's something about this connection where they don't want maybe to make it public so much, and because again, the control, and so you might feel like, is this person trying to keep me under the radar? Or are they like, you know, embarrassed by this connection? Or are they trying to keep this under wraps? Like it could be that this person doesn't want to make it formal or be seen with you in some way, and I think that's hurtful in some way here. But I feel like this is all about ego, and I feel like this person is having to really shed ego. We have 2 very strong ego cards here, and with the Devil here, this is the toxicity, Magician under that, and in reverse, this is, could be trickster energy, you know, maybe someone being selfish, thinking of self in some way here. Although I don't think this person, like I said, is selfish per se in a deep in a deep way, although I think they're acting in a very selfish way, because this ego is needing to really be worked on here. And this is what they know. This is the mind. This is them not leaning into feelings, expressing self. Justice in reverse. I feel like there's a lot of imbalance. I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to have to become just, you know, in this connection in order for the truth to be sort of set free. So I do feel there is confusion at first, and you are quite guarded in this connection, because I feel like this person isn't thinking of what's best for this connection, thinking of what's best for you. I think this person is one-sided and stemmed from fear, and this keeps coming up. So you're going to want justice. You're going to want this person to make things right. You're going to be guarded. You're going to, you know, be in an energy here that if you're going to allow this person to come in, you want them to make things right. And I feel Spirit is showing this person is going to make things right once they reflect, drop their ego, understand that they haven't been showing up correctly, that they can't run from themselves, that they have to make things better here if they want to be successful in this connection. Yeah, 2 cups, balance. See, here we have the scales of justice where things aren't just. This person, in order for both you guys to come together, to find balance, to have a give and take partnership, they have to show up correctly. Now, I feel this person is fiery. Okay, I feel like that's not going away. This person is the type of, some people might say arrogant, you know, but I think they're just confident, and they do have a know-it-all energy. They feel like they can accomplish it all. I think this is what you're opposed by this person, their confidence, their ability to just feel they know and can do anything here. And I think you believe that about them, you know, but I feel like the biggest challenge here is for them to find the confidence to come together with you in a way here that brings balance. And I feel like this happens once they drop the ego, once they stop running from themselves. 10 swords in reverse. So need to put an end to certain things. And I feel with the gossip and the birds here, there's lots of people in their life right now leading them potentially astray, and they feel like maybe this connection was going to pull them off that path, because I feel they're on a path right now, and I don't feel it's a good path. Okay, they might think it is, like the friends or the family. I don't know. There's something in their life right now that I think is leading them in a way that they think is right, and I don't think it is. And I feel like it's going to be a process for them to release their understanding of this, because I think they're committed to this family or group friend or whatever it is that they think they're on the path. But I think the freedom that they're actually needing is this connection, the freedom to free themselves, to be who they are, to be happy. They have to put an end to certain things in their life and not listen to, you know, the circle of friends or their family that's telling them they have to be the this or the that and live their life in that way. And so that this is an understanding, an identity that they've built, which is ego. And so everything they do is for that sort of feeding into that collective sort of mindset. But I think they're their own person and they could do their own thing. And I feel they think they are that. And that's where the biggest blow to the ego is like, I'm independent, I'm in control, I'm all these things. But it's like, but what they're doing here is what everyone else is, they think what everyone else wants of them in some way, you know, like I'm like this and I'm like that. But it's like, because they believe that's how they have to be, you know, for other people, or they're strong for other people, or they're making things happen here. And so they've built this identity as the doer, the confident, the provider, the protector, the whatever they are, the intelligent one. And it's exhausting here when they're just like everyone else, you know, they need to be loved. They need to feel feelings. So what's interesting is the only cups and we're seeing here is the 2 cups, because this person has a hard time connecting to feelings. You're the only person here, I feel, that allows this person to feel in the heart space. I don't think they've felt in the heart space. I think they were very fearful when you made them feel this. I think they became very sort of scared, so they ran and did whatever they could to control a situation unhealthily. They might have dated, like I said, around, or started to date other people to try to see what it is exactly going on. Because again, they're very mind. They need to understand things. What are these feelings? Like, why do I feel this way? And how can I put words to this? Like, they've never experienced this. Okay. So love, balanced love, give and take partnership. But this person might be leading with passion, with desire in that way, with their mindset. And so this is all very new to this person. And so they need to find balance here and make things right in this connection. So beautiful people, I think this will take time, you know, and let's see if we can cut the deck to see if we have any sort of indication as to when. The love first that popped up, and the Empress. You guys, this is hilarious. Oh, this is hilarious. So, strong love, divinely guided, 2 major arcanas, the Empress. I feel like you are the guiding light in this person's life. And Spirit is saying, no matter what, have this unconditional love. You know, you don't have to allow someone to treat you like crap or, you know, lead you down the whatever path that they're on. Just have your heart open. I think you do already. You're this beautiful Empress. You're giving, you're loving, but you also know boundaries. You also know your self-worth. Okay, the Empress is the most abundant, the most love I could pull from the tarot. It's mother energy, beautiful divine feminine energy, and I feel like you are available here if this person understands that this is a destined partnership. And it's funny, for all piles I got soulmate cards. This pile I didn't get soulmate, but I got the Lovers again, and this is a destined partner, destined soulmate, destined person we're supposed to be with. So we got confirmation in all 4 piles coming through that this is the destined person. Destined partnership, okay? We got 2 cups and the Lovers, partnership. Coming together to find balance, to be on the same page, to choose the person we love with precision here, okay? Being confident about it. I feel like this person will come to this provided you keep an open, giving, unconditional heart space open. Still knowing boundaries, knowing your self-worth, but this person is having to do this. Now, Page of Cups flopped over here, and this is opening of the heart space. I don't think this person, again, has experienced love. Immature with the Page, and this is the very early stages of opening the heart space. This is very foreign to this person. How do I love? What am I feeling right now? And look, this is the pigs grow wings. It's almost like this person doesn't understand this concept, you know, like it is a very foreign concept, but it pulls to this person. So I feel like it's an early stage. They don't understand it. And if they don't understand, if an engineer sees that, they don't believe it. Okay, they're going to not want to see it or make up all sorts of stories why this doesn't happen, even though it's happening right in front of their eyes, because this to an engineer doesn't make sense. So feelings don't make sense. Engineer type person, not engineer so much as this person that could be an engineer. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they were a builder of some sorts or architect, but or mathematician in their field. But this feeling gets them this odd concept. Okay, so they're needing to embrace this, and it takes time. It really does. And I feel like there's so much fear because there's so much ego, there's so much riding in the mind, that when they see this, which is your love and this new concept, they're going to do everything to push it away, in a way rationalize it and make all sorts of stories. So I feel like your love leads them through. I feel like it's a destined coming together that's bound to happen here once this person stops running, because they can't run forever. Okay, so we have Libra, major arcana. We have the Gemini, and we have the Taurus Libra energy here. And we were seeing Capricorn with the Devil and the Virgo with the Hermit. So this is what I have. Beautiful pile 4. This one was very intense. Quite the journey. I think you might already know this person. And if not, then buckle up if you're resonating with this, because this is quite the experience. But yeah, if you resonate with this being your energy, you might want to go check out another pile to see if your person is there. And I love you guys so, so much. I'm so glad you're here. I'll see you soon. Bye.